My name is Brent Bennett, and I'm going to be doing the best I can to describe what different sections are, and if it is required, what they do. This is the thalamus. It's filled with cerebral spinal fluid. I believe it also produces some, if I remember correctly, and it's basically the relay center for all of your senses. This here is ventricle. It's one of four in your brain. It's hard to see that I'm pointing at anything else, but this is also white matter, which is melanated. This here and also here is a pawn, and it connects the cerebellum to the other parts of the brain and spinal cord. This is the pineal gland, and it produces melatonin. It is very hard to see, but this is the optic chiasma, which is basically one of the main optic nerves running through the brain. And this is the olfactory bulb at the end of it. This here is the midbrain. It's located in between the pons and, well, I forget what it's actually called, but it's most of the rest of the brain. It starts with a D. This here is the medulla, and it contains a whole bunch of things that help with, for instance, heat sensing. This is the hypothalamus. It's responsible for several things as well. Most specifically, it's responsible for maintaining homeostasis. Quick correction, homeostasis internally. Pituitary gland. It's difficult to point it out on this one, and that one I was a little bit rough with, so it isn't exactly all in one piece, and it is completely on me. But the hippocampus is located below, or rather inferior to, these here, the lateral ventricles. It's hard to distinguish it, but this is gray matter. Might be easier to distinguish over here. It is gray matter, and it's basically surrounding the white matter inside. The diencephalon, it's the thalamus and hypothalamus. The cranial nerves, which are 12 sets of nerves that leave the brain. The cortex, the outer portion of the cerebrum, which I know it's a bit hard to tell, but it's easier to tell over here because I don't cut very well. But this is the corpus callosum, which is large band of connective tissue between the two hemispheres. I don't cut very well, and I didn't stay on a straight line, but this is supposed to be what it is. Extremely hard to see because it would be located inside of the ventricles, but right up near the top there would be the choroid plexus, which is a network of a whole bunch of veins that run through. If it were whole, you'd be able to see it well, but the cerebrum is the two hemispheres divided by the medial longitudinal fissure, the largest portion of the mammalian brain. It's the really big part.